Hello and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. My name is Joris and today I'm here with a small update about our ETF portfolio, and it's to say that we finally bought EMHD. It took us 1 year and 3 months to gather enough funds in US dollars on our Swiss quote account to be able to buy into EMHD and have also a good cost basis to do so. So I was aiming to get around 500 US dollar from our GLDV and VHYL, our quarterly paying US dividend ETFs, and also from XYLF, our monthly paying dividend ETF. And yeah, we gathered 500.30 US dollars in total, and so it was time to finally buy EMHD. And we were able to buy 21 pieces for a price of 23.51 US dollar. And actually the costs were rather low. 1 year ago it was around 8 francs that we needed to pay, but now it was only 5.95. So I was really happy about that. Otherwise, when it was just 3 francs higher or 3 US dollar higher, I wouldn't be able to buy 21 pieces, but only 20, and then we had a larger rest of US dollar on our account. So I'm really pleased that we are able to put almost all our US dollars to work, and more on that in the actual update video for the ETF portfolio. But yeah, here EMHD, the Invesco FTSE Emerging Market High Dividend Low Volatility UCITS ETF is the overview for it. So total expense ratio, rather expensive, 0.49%. So just under 0.50%. I think they did that on purpose. So here you have the easing code. Momentarily you can buy it on the SIX stock exchange for 23.51, and that's still the price that we bought it for. So it was the only trade this week actually for EMHD. So when you look at the graph and you see 1 point, that's the buy that my wife and I did. And the dividend is also being paid out in US dollar. Then you have 170 holdings in this ETF. And a year ago it was still 95, so that's a good evolution to see that there are more companies now in this ETF, so 75 companies more. There is 151 million invested into this ETF, and this is actually a bit lower than a year ago. Then there was 166 million US dollar invested into this ETF, and it's a fully replicated type. The performance of the emerging markets isn't that great, especially the past 5 years. It's actually unseen. So you get a dividend of 5.61%, and the past 5 years, the it's actually the total return is just 6.92%. So hardly over the dividend yield that you receive for 1 year. This means that the price went down of EMHD in the past 5 years. So in that regard, the emerging markets don't seem that appealing, but I think adding it for 5 up to 10% in your portfolio is always a good thing, because one day they will pick up again. They are the future, the emerging markets. There are a lot of people living there as well. So when they start consuming, the ETF that follows those companies is certainly going to go up as well. You can hear it on my voice. I'm a bit sick, so sorry for that, but I wanted to make a video anyways, because it's the past 2 weeks I was only able to make one video, and I'm busy with the tax returns, and I have a lot of work to do as well on my actual work. So this is just my hobby, making videos for you guys and for my kids of course as well. So when they look at it later, that they know why I was investing in those things. But you can see here the dividends of EMHD on 14th of March, so soon I will receive a dividend around the 14th of March. I will receive a dividend from EMHD. It's a lower one because it's the main payment is actually in September with 0.5930. So here actually the lowest dividend is about to come. But still I'm thrilled that we were able to buy finally EMHD. The top 10 holdings, all companies that are really unfamiliar to most of us. So Vedanta, CEZ, China Shenzhou Energy, Semich, China Petroleum Chemical, Guangdong Investment, China Shenzhou Energy, Petróleo Brasileiro, two times actually, and then Growth Point Properties, so a bit of real estate as well, but not the ones that are dangerous in China. So in that regard, we are actually good off with this ETF. Then here you see Brazil because yeah, you have Petróleo Brasileiro, of course. You immediately see that that one is from Brazil. Then you have Taiwan with 8.40%. Then you have India 5.08%. I would like to see the percentage of India much higher. I believe that China could come down to 28% and that India can go up to 12%. So then Hong Kong, South Africa and Hong Kong about 4.5%. Then Thailand 4.14%. Saudi Arabia 3.88%, which can go up as well a bit, I think. Then you have Czech Republic 2.98%, and then the rest containing 14.05%. And if you look at the sectors, yeah, it's high dividend, low volatility, so it's no surprise that financial makes up the most of the percentage of the sector. So 27.53% is invested towards financials. Then you have 17.11% in energy, also no big surprise. Basic materials 15.92%. So actually utilities, industrials, the top five sectors paying out dividends, high dividends, compared to their volatility are here in this ETF. And how long will it take for the next buy? Well, EMHD is now going to contribute about 27 US dollars this year. GLDV is about to contribute 236 US dollar and it needs to grow still, so I'm still going to invest in it this year. VHYL is about 177 US dollar every year. XYLF is about 136 US dollar every year. And normally I'm going to buy more this Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. So this amount is certainly going to rise. And in total, these amounts, so 27, 236, 177, and 136, amount to 576 US dollars per year. And yeah, 76.6 US dollar is already paid out this year. So we are still left with around 500 US dollar per year, which means that normally I will be able to buy the next tranche of EMHD before the end of the year. And this immediately shows you how the snowball is rolling. I'm able to buy 3 months earlier the same amount of shares probably. So that will be a huge advancement this year in EMHD for our portfolio. And as you know, our core satellite investment plan, this is from the 26th of April. I released a video then about the ETF portfolio with the update of our core satellite investment plan. So then we had two stocks, 7 ETFs, and the 7 ETFs here you can see the percentages that we aim for, and they amount to up to 100%. And we had 15 ETFs, we had our eye on 15 ETFs, but we only went for these 7. So 8 ETFs are on the bench, and I think now GPEG is one ETF that is on the bench as well. So 9 ETFs are now on the bench. I should have changed that in the next slide, but so we owned then 2 stocks and 6 ETFs, and EMHD was in the waiting room. And now we have 2 stocks and the U portfolio, so we can't forget about the U portfolio. We have 7 ETFs now, So now we actually own the 7 ETFs, and it's still in the making because we still don't obey to the percentages that we aim for, because we started with SDGPX. So before we started buying GLDV and VHYL, SDGPX was 100% of our portfolio, and where we should be is this. So 35% SDGPX, GLDV 25%, VHYL 10%, LDG as well 10%, FLXD and XYLF 7%, and EMHD 6%. Where we were on the 26th of April was here. So SDGPX was down from 100% to 82%, and GLDV was 4%, VHYL 6%, LDG 2%, FLXD 4%, XYLF 2%, and EMHD, because we didn't own anything yet then, 0%. But now it is EMHD 1%, XYLF 2%, FLXD is 8%, so there we are where we need to be, and I'm only going to reinvest the euros from SDGPX and LDG back into FLXD. So normally it should stay around 7-8% while I'm building up the XYLF, LDG, VHYL, GLDV, and EMHD position. So VHYL 8%, so almost there, 2% to go. But GLDV needs to come up a bit, and LDG needs to come up as well. And I already said it, Tuesday I'm going to buy XYLF, so around 450 Swiss francs. And I'm also going to buy LDG for about 450 Swiss francs. So normally it will go up to about 5%, and XYLF will go up about to 3%. So SDGPX will go down to 67% maybe. But we have still a long way to go. And with that being said, thank you for watching to this video. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Hitting that like button helps out the channel enormously as well. And with that being said, thank you for watching, and see you on the next one on my YouTube channel. Bye.